Hello, once again I'm back on the not so old Dell Alienware m17 R5 AMD edition, or MD version if you prefer, running MX Linux 25.1, also known as Infinity, the sysvinit version and not the systemd, using Xfce X11, and here are the detailed information of the system. On the terminal you can see everything about the system, the CPU, the GPU, the RAM, everything, more or less everything. For example, you cannot see the Debian version that this MX Linux is based on, Debian 13, also known as Trixie. So yeah, today we are going to go through a little bit quickly, because after this video series will be done, I will give you all the detailed information, just like I did with the Void Linux guide help that I gave you on one of the past videos, and you can find on every video on my YouTube channel on the YouTube video below in the description. And yeah, so don't sweat it, don't worry, don't stress. You will eventually find all the steps one by one, detailed steps on how to accomplish the same thing. Today I'll just go through as soon as possible with it. So basically, in order to do this theming that I have on my system, you need to go on your browser to download from this website this theme here, Sweet Dark V40. By clicking this button here, for example, a pop-up will appear, and when it's done, just select to download this file. You need to repeat this for candy icons from this website. Again, here on Files, then click on this button here, and then wait for the pop-up, and when it's done, select to download. Once again, Sweet Cursors, the same thing. Files, this file here, click on the button here, and be done with it. Last but not least, for the fonts that I'm using, it's the Roboto family basically. You can download this one by clicking here on Get Font, and then do the same for Roboto Mono, Get Font, and then you can download both fonts together at the same time. After all the files will be downloaded on the system, you uncompress them basically and move them to the respective folders in the system. For example, I will just show you, as I said, I will do this as soon as possible, as quickly as possible. For example, the themes should be put inside this folder, .themes, like this, and then the icons and the cursors in here. For the fonts, you can either put them inside your home folder or a system-wide folder, using, for example, either terminal commands or the font manager application. Then you only have to go to the system settings, where it says appearance. Let me make this window a little bit smaller. It doesn't need to be so big, I think. Let me check. Yeah, it's quite big. I don't know why I made it so big. Anyway, I think this is fine. So yeah, appearance. There, select your Sweet Dark V40 theme. For icons, select the candy icons. For fonts, I like to use mostly Roboto Mono everywhere, but you can set for the default font Roboto, the regular font, and for the default mono space to use the Roboto mono. And then the second place you need to take care of is Window Manager. Again, on the Style tab, go and select the Sweet Dark V40. And here again, on the title font, you can set the Roboto font, or as I did, the Roboto mono font. And basically this is it. Most of your applications will be done. However, in MX Linux, just like in other versions of Xfce, you will get applications that they will not respect the theme, and you will have to do some manual labor, some manual work in order to accomplish this. I have already made it in the system. I showed you in the past how to do it on Endeavour OS and Void Linux, and in the future I will give you all the necessary steps to accomplish the same thing on this MX Linux 25.1. I will just show you some applications that respect all the settings that I've done. Let me do this now. For example, we'll check some Flatpak apps, for example. Yeah, as you can see here now, this application, for example, or I will open a few of them. What else? Flat Seal, yeah, why not? So yeah, as you can see, these applications, all of them, local send, flat seal, parabolic, Joplin or Joplin, they all respect the theme that I have set in the system. And of course, even Font Manager that I had troubles on my Void Linux installation. Let me show you. Works perfectly here. This without any extra tricks like I had to do on Void Linux. For some reason this app was prepared already for the theme. I think maybe it's because it's a system installed app, like you know, from the MX package installer. I think I installed it through here, or it was already installed, something like this. Yeah, it was a system installation file, so I guess that's why it worked right away. For other apps, you may run into some issues. For example, I still haven't managed, I think Firewall it was. Firewall. I think this was yes. I will check about this one if I can theme it properly as well. This one didn't work with my usual tricks, but we will see. We'll see about it. I think this one and maybe I think it was the MX updater, but I'm not sure about this if I can run it without having any updates. No, it has to be some other application. I don't recall. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I've noticed one more application, just like Firewall, just not respecting my tricks, my aces in the hole. Anyway, one other thing that I have accomplished with this machine, although not strictly theme related, but I like it. So up here you can see the system's how can I say this, profile regarding the performance of the system that I'm using currently. As you can see, it says performance. By pressing a key bind that I have set in place, I can switch between balanced and performance. Even though that I have removed the battery, I can do that. Of course, it's something that you need to do some extra work about it in order to handle it. But yeah, it's quite possible to do that as well. And last but not least, just like on the Void Linux, here too I have managed to do this. For example, sign equals 100 times 2, enter. Up here in the corner, result 200. So yeah, you can do basic math calculations on the whisker menu. 200 minus 100 divide by 2, for example, and let's just do brackets 50. So yeah, also the same thing on the application finder. Remember, this has to be the condensed version, the small version of the application finder. It's not be like this, like it works only like this. So if you have this key binded, or if you run it through the menu like this, for example, in order for this to work you need to make it condensed like this. So basically I have it on the key bind, and then I can do same thing, sign equals sign, and then the math 100 plus 200 plus 300, enter, boom, result 600. For more difficult or maybe easier calculations for you, you can always use the calculator app and be done with it. But I like to have for quick math problems to have them readily available with my key binds, blah 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 blah, be done with it. You can do it through the terminal as well, but that's a story for another day. So yeah, I think this was it mostly. Themes work just fine on this system, besides couple suspects like firewall. And one other trick for me to make it happen properly, it's this app, Kdenlive. Maybe the Flatpak version will not have this issue, but as is at the moment, the icons do not switch to the white coloring. Maybe here on the timeline, for example, you can pay attention. You can see the icons down here, but they are just barely visible. Or here in the toolbar, I have to make them easily to see. If I will scroll with the mouse, then they switch and you can view them like this. And one other thing that happens with this application, when you switch, if you can take notice on the colors of the application as they are at the moment, these are not my preferred ones, so I have to switch by doing this. And now it's respectful to my theming. But this and firewall have been a pain in my back, in my bottom. But yeah, I will see what to do about them, and if it's not possible for them to work properly, I don't really sweat it, because mostly everything else it's like no problem at all. And yeah, system performs quite well with everything enabled, all those tricks that I showed you already. And in case that it's not clear, I will open up the settings. I think it's the appearance. Oh no, it's on the window manager. Where is it? My bad, it's not here. Is it with window manager tweaks? Yes, here, window manager tweaks. So I have all the effects on, as you can see, including some transparencies going on. And just like the older systems, these two, no problem, no sweat at all. Streaming, recording locally at the same time, even playing a game or rendering, no problem whatsoever. So yeah, I think this was it for today. I wasted enough of your time, especially if you have watched my other Xfce theming videos. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye!